And if it has 18 wheels and can do 60 on the highway, it is not the place to let someone operate on your rise. Simple enough? And that's your Get This. I'm Jennifer Gladstone.
All right, well, it is Fox Football Friday. It's playoffs, and Skip's been very busy. Let's get right to it, Skip.
All right, thank you guys very much. You know, you can just tell when it's playoff time. The weather changes. Danielle has a big date tonight after the broadcast. Getting a little cold outside. Football weather. She's smiling. Coming up next, the playoff edition of Fox Football Friday night. First round games including Riverdale and Cookeville. Scores, highlights, fans, cheerleaders. Danielle, maybe. We get it all next. Here's your Fox scoreboard.
Fox 17 Health Beat, brought to you by Greenview Regional Hospital.
Look again. Look again.
It's Ford truck season, and it's time to check out the pickup everyone's talking about. The only truck that's earned the right to be the next F-150. Plus, buy the #1 selling 2003 Ford Ranger for only $199 a month with nothing down. Ford truck season is here. See your local Ford dealer today.
Where you been? Look again.
What's in store for you at the Aquatic Critter? Fish, with the Mid-South's largest selection of freshwater and saltwater fish and live aquarium plants. Aquariums, from desktop to the largest custom designs available. Reptiles, with the largest selection in the Mid-South of quality reptiles and amphibians. And ponds, take advantage of our season-ending sales. Our professional staff prides itself with the knowledge, the animals, and quality products. The Aquatic Critter, where quality, service, and cleanliness counts. We're your complete aquatic and reptile facility.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good.
Really well. Thank you very much.
We're going to have two number 5 Coney deals.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get you anything else today?
I think that's it.
That's it.
We're just looking forward to that dog with chili on
Do you want extra chili?
Chili on top. Sonic's got it, others don't. Sonic lets you put chili on anything. Right now, get an extra long cheese coney with large tots for $2.99. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I was 17 years old. I was scared to death. But we were fighting for our freedom. There is nothing in this world more important to fight for.
This Veterans Day, take a moment to thank the men and women you know who put their lives in harm's way to stand up for the most important gift we have.
I didn't want to go to war, but I did. Would I go through it again? Yes, in a heartbeat.
Fly the colors and remember the heroes.
Ask anybody who's got the best deals on Toyotas. Your #1 Toyota dealer, Beeman Toyota. Here are 2 examples. All in-stock Corollas and Matrix are $200 below invoice, and you keep the rebate. Not just 1 or 2, but all 96 Corollas and Matrix in stock. Hey, ask anybody who has the best selection of Camrys, Avalons, 4Runners, Highlanders, Sequoias, Siennas, Tacomas, and Tundras. Beeman Toyota. With over 550 Toyotas to choose from, nobody gives you more Toyotas for less than Beeman Toyota. That's why you see so many Beeman Toyotas on the road. You see so many because you save so much. Beeman Toyota, downtown on Broadway. Access BeemanAutomotive.com.
Now, Fox 17's Football Friday.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Fox Football Friday night. I'm Skip Baldwin. It's playoff time in Tennessee. First round games tonight. Let's get started. Our game of the week, Franklin High against Hunters Lane. We go live to Mr. Football Paul Jones, who's out there somewhere in satellite space. Paulie, where are you?
Skip, I got some guys with me, and they're very happy. So if you know Franklin's colors, you know what happened in this game. Let's roll the highlights. 2 very different halves as we roll that videotape. First quarter, no score, Matt Salima. The pass to Antonio Hammond, and Antonio does the rest. Is he going to get in for the touchdown?
I think he does.
Not quite. Down at the 1-yard line. That set up a Franklin touchdown, though. Second quarter, Jonathan Kennerly is in for Hunters Lane. That makes it 10-7 Warriors. Then Edric Booker. Edric Booker takes the handoff and then motors over the left side, booking in for the touchdown. 24-7 Warriors firmly in control at the half. But third quarter, a tremendous third quarter for Franklin. Hammond from 5 yards out is in for the touchdown. It's a 24-14 game. Then it's Hammond again, in from about a yard or 2 out. That makes it 24-21 after 3. Then in the fourth, guess who?
Antonio Hammond.
Antonio Hammond in for the touchdown. Franklin pulls off an amazing comeback. Check out the final score, 28-24. Franklin comes back from a huge first half deficit to win. Tim Johnson, how'd you do it?
Did it with a great big heart, a big heart from our football players. I'll tell you what, I'm sure everybody thought we were down and out at halftime, and our seniors stepped up, our Hogs stepped up front, and handed to Hunters Lane. They came out and played a great first half and played a good second half.
And a big 4th and 2 stop late in the game. This sealed it for you guys.
That was really the key. First half of defense, we were having some troubles stopping their great attack. But second half, we really stepped it up.
Quickly, Brentwood next. What do you think?
Oh, that's always a fun game. I'm sure Coach Crawford will have his guys ready to play. Brentwood, again, that's just what we want in Williamson County.
You guys ready for Brentwood? Yeah! They are, Skip. They're ready for Brentwood. Back to you.
All right, we'll check back in. Is he alive? Is he all right? We'll check back in with him in a few. In Class 4A, Hillsboro High looking for its 3rd straight trip to a state championship game. For the Burros, the road to the Blue Cross Bowl began tonight at home against White House. So touch hands and come out fighting, guys. First quarter, there is no score. How about some D from the Burros? Walter Fisher and Dominic Johnson stuffed Jamie Black. Devils had to punt it away, and then the Burros come back and they give it to the big man. Calvin Bryant, they call him the Fridge, down to the 4-yard line. 2 plays later, it's the Fridge up the middle and get into that end zone. 6-0 Burros, and yes, the crazies were out tonight. Hey, you guys know that it's cold outside out there. They got no shirts on. 6-0 Burros, second quarter. Here comes the house. Gordon King downfield, caught by Aaron Hargrove up at midfield, but they had to punt it away. Second quarter, here comes the Fridge. Take a listen to this hit. Whoa! He's the Fridge. Take a listen. Yeah, you heard it there. And in the Fridge, left side, touchdown. 12-0 Burros. They went for 2, and they got the 2-point conversion from the amazing Mr. Tibbs. 14-0 Hillsboro, and the Burros roll tonight, 42-14. We're just getting warmed up. When we come back, stops at Riverdale, Smyrna, Stratford, Hillwood. Wow. That's next. First, take a listen to the Franklin High Marching Band, your Fox 17 Band of the Week.
Fox 17 Sports, brought to you by Nissan.
Nothing has changed. Everything has changed. The 265 horsepower Nissan Maxima.
Gupton Dodge leads the way, sells American pride every day. And honesty and qualities for what we stand. Oh, I believe in Gupton Dodge and the American way. And people from around here know we're here for you every day. So come get a piece of America at Gupton Dodge today.
Just got all my shopping done.
Great.
Do. Jingle bells.
No, it's good.
I was in choir.
The holidays are here. Start dashing through your list today at Circuit City. Save on great gifts in every department, like this Kodak EasyShare 2-megapixel digital camera. Just $99.99 after $30 price break. Circuit City, we're with you.
At American Home Design, we put the emphasis on value, giving you more for your money.
And just look how many ways we can improve your home with our spas, sunrooms, replacement windows, vinyl siding, and custom trim.
Great values throughout our showroom.
During American Home Design's anniversary sale, get an instant rebate of $500 to $1,500 on spas, sunrooms, replacement windows, vinyl siding, and custom trim.
But hurry, the clock is ticking.
Visit our showroom or call us now. We're American Home Design.
Look again, look again.
It's Ford truck season, and it's time to check out the pickup everyone's talking about. The only truck that's earned the right to be the next F-150. Plus, buy the #1 selling 2003 Ford Ranger for only $199 a month with nothing down. Ford truck season is here. See your local Ford dealer today.
Where you been? Look again.
We're the Riverdale High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Fox Football Friday for Fox 17 News.
Thank you, Riverdale cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders of the year, as
Congrats.
told on Fox 17's morning show.
Congratulations. Welcome back. Welcome in. Jesse, block that kick. Blanco, big game tomorrow. Canes, Vols. Who do you like real quick?
Canes.
You like the Canes? Okay.
Yes.
Hey, you were down in the borough tonight.
Yes, I
Take it
absolutely
away.
was. The second season began tonight for a Riverdale Warrior team, apparently ready to get back to the state title game. Since their last loss 5 weeks ago, they've allowed more than 7 points only once. Skip, Warriors hosting 5-5 Cookeville tonight. The Cavaliers gave them all they wanted early. Opening drive of the game, Stevie Butner, look at him go, gets all the way down to the 6-yard line, led to 1st and goal. They could not punch it in, settled for 3-0 Cavs early on. But here come the Warriors, and let me introduce you, Skip, to Gaston Miller. His teammates call him G-Money. You know why? The G stands for gone. 69 yards for the score, 7-3 Riverdale at that point, but wait, there's more. Very early in the second, Riverdale threatening again. Dave Thomas, not the guy from Wendy's, the quarterback for Riverdale, hooks up with Chris Perkins. 6 yards later, it's 14-3 Warriors. 28-10 is your final. It'll be Riverdale versus Franklin County next weekend. Meanwhile, the Smyrna Bulldogs looking for a cup of coffee. County down in Smyrna. A little luck from the Bulldog there. Yeah, exactly. There was lots of that tonight. Third quarter, Smyrna already up 14-0. Marcellus Washington, he is gone. Down to the 1. Got you there. However, they were not done. Windy night down in Smyrna. They were not done. Very next play, he punches it in from the 1. You want to know how cold it was out there, Skip? You got your partner and you got your cup of coffee. And a very fired up fan. The very ensuing kickoff. Coffee County takes it all the way back for a score. 90 yards, made it 21-7 late in the third at that point. 35-7 was your final score from Smyrna. Smyrna advances. They take on Lincoln County next weekend, Skip.
Very nice job.
No, thank you.
Let's continue on. One of the big surprise teams this year has been Hillwood High. The Toppers under Jerry Link putting together a sparkling 9-1 record and their first trip to the 4A playoffs in 7 years. Tonight hosting Northwest in round 1, but this game was all Vikings. Cedric Wilkerson off the right side, down to the 15-yard line on the very next play. Flip it back to Wilkerson, who goes left side. Touchdown standing up. Northwest led 46-16 in the second. Are you kidding? There would be more. DeVolier Rucker, the quarterback for Hillwoods, had a great year, but that pass, not good. Picked off by Andre Lewis. Nothing in front of him but green grass. However, this one was called back because of a taunting call. So the Vikes say, okay, well, if we don't score there, we'll try it a different way. Pass it outside to Will Newell, who tiptoes through the tulips, down the sideline to the end zone, and Clarksville wins this ball game. Watch this score, 79-36. The Vikings are for real. The Nielsen ratings very much up in C-Town tonight. You like that, Nielsen? We're not finished. Let's go back live to Paul Jones, who earlier tonight got to see those Stratford Spartans battle Columbia. Paul.
Hey, thanks, Skip. All my Franklin friends have all gotten on the bus, happy about their win tonight. And Stratford hoping to get the same. You know, it's been a long time since the Spartans have been in the playoffs, nearly a decade. They come out pumped up and ready for action. First quarter, Columbia's first drive stalls. But watch this. Their punt is blocked by James Winrow and scooped right up by Philip Taylor. He scoots 40 yards for the touchdown. 7-0. Stratford's off to a good start. Late in the first, the Lions roar. Marcus Roan, the nice run up the middle, busts in for the touchdown. They missed the extra point, though, so it's a 7-6 game. Same score late in the half. Bobby Shield just trying to run out the clock, but Riley Howard says, give me that football, yanks it free, and the Spartans have a chance for some more points late in the half. 4 plays later, Tim Perkins loses the football, but then emerges with it, and he's in for the touchdown. Stratford up 13-6 at intermission. And we take a look at the final score. The Spartans live on to see another day. They beat Columbia tonight, 19-13. Stratford 10-1 this season. While the Lions season comes to an end, they finish 6-5. Back to you.
Very nice job, Paul Jones. Got mauled by those Franklin Rebels tonight out there. Thanks to all the people who called in with the scores tonight. We always appreciate your assistance and remind you to keep up the good work throughout the playoffs. 369-17-17. We got college football tomorrow on our sister station, UPN30. Alabama takes on Mississippi State at 11:30. Then Sunday on Fox 17s, we got the Vikings and those powerful San Diego Chargers at 3 o'clock. A quick update from the Gaylord Entertainment Center. Preds lose to the Chicago Blackhawks tonight, 2-1 the final, and the Preds get the privilege of traveling to Detroit tomorrow night. Yikes. See you next week.
Great job, Skip. Thank you very much.
Was it just me, or did Skip not say anything to Jesse about Miami?
No, well, there was the opportunity.
It's interesting that Tennessee plays Miami, Vanderbilt plays in Florida.
Skip, did you say something about...
He picked the Canes.
He picked...
Yeah, he picked it.
See, we just chose to ignore it.
Just ignore Jesse.
Selective hearing.
Here's our 7-day forecast for your weekend. Looking pretty good tomorrow, albeit a little bit chilly. 54, low 38. A little more cloud cover on Sunday. Next chance of rain holding off to Wednesday.
Okay. Thanks, Joe. And thanks, everyone, for watching Fox 17 News.
And join Kim, JC, and Paul tomorrow night at 9. Have a great weekend.
Hairstyles for Fox 17 News anchors by Illusions, Harding Road, Nashville.
Find out what goes on at the Body Farm, Monday at 9 on Fox 17 News.
Look again, look again.
Ford truck season is here. Check out the SUV everyone's talking about, Ford Explorer, the best-selling sport utility vehicle on the planet. And during truck season, get 0% for 60 months or $3,000 cash back on the 2004 Explorer. Ford truck season is here. See your local Ford dealer today.
Where you been? Look again.
At Lawhon, these suede sofas are on sale for $3.99. Wood trim sofas also $3.99. All of them only $3.99. At Lawhon, painted chests are only $1.99. Your choice only $1.99. Three-piece queen-size bedrooms are $2.99. That's right, all three pieces only $2.99. And queen-size pillow-top mattress sets are $1.99. Can you believe that? Complete sets only $1.99 at Lawhon Furniture. I-24 exit 47 at the foot of the Jefferson Street Bridge, Nashville.
Get $5,000 cash back. $7,000. No payments for 10 years.
Stop. It's not a great deal unless it's a great car. Toyota has what the other car companies don't. The quality, the dependability, and the value to make it a great deal. So when your Toyota dealer has low-rate financing, cash back, or special leases, it really means something. Remember, it's not a great deal unless it's a great car. And they're all at your Toyota dealer now.
Rule number one, always stand in back of the curb until the bus comes to a complete stop. Now take your money and put it right in here.
Yes, thank you, Ross, but I am not completely lacking in street smarts. Good day, busman. The northwest corner of Highland and First, please.
That's not a stop.
I know. Perhaps if I just shove a little encouragement into this thought.
Come on. Keep your eyes peeled for a seat and hold on to a pole.
It doesn't look very clean, Ross.
Or would you rather wind up on the floor?
Dear God.
Francine, Miranda. Wow, long time. How are things at the colonnade?
Oh, trust for you, I'm missed. Things have gotten so crazy, they actually put me in charge.
Oh, that's great. You deserve it.
Oh, thank you. How are you doing? Good.
Which one are you staring at?
I'm not staring. That would be rude.
Which one?
Come on.
Why don't you go over and talk to her?
Please, Ross, come on. The woman's a perfect stranger.
Stranger? You know her name, you know she has a job, you know she's attractive. It's like an A&E biography compared to what I usually know going in.
No, gosh, look at me. It's soaked through. My hair's a mess.
Believe me, you could look a lot worse.
specifically told people on the air not to do that.
Look. And for Sunday, I am anticipating mostly cloudy skies coming our way. Now, a lot of folks have been asking about this lunar eclipse. What's the deal with that? We do have the second one of the year coming up tomorrow night. And basically what's going to happen here is this is the moon and this is the Earth, and we're going to find the moon passing through the Earth's shadow. So it's going to appear a little differently than the first one we had in the year. Actually, it's going to have sort of a nice hue to it out there, and probably will be pretty bright like the one that you see here. So when can you take a look? Well, we're talking about 5:32 is when it will start to occur, and then around just a few minutes after 7, that's when the totality will take place. It'll last about 25 minutes. And our friends over at Austin Peay University, their physics and astronomy department over there, they're going to actually have a little free get-together out there. They call it Lunar Lunacy. If you want to join them, that could be a little fun checking out the moon tomorrow night. And you can look, unlike, of course, with the sun, lunar eclipses are safe to just view. All right, so the deal for tonight will be 35 degrees, and we're talking freeze warning for Kentucky. And, of course, most everybody else is definitely going to be close to that 30. Anytime you get away from the pavement, you're going to drop down a few degrees more. So just keep that in mind for tonight. It's going to be a cold one. And then for tomorrow, if you got any early soccer games, it's going to be chilly, only warming up to 54 degrees by tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see partly cloudy skies, more sunshine early on in the day, and then clouds starting to roll in towards the nighttime hours. And that's why we're going to see kind of iffy lunar viewing tomorrow, but I'd be out there with my telescope or with the naked eye getting a glimpse. 54 degrees in Lebanon, 54 degrees over in Dixon, 54 degrees in Clarksville, and 53 degrees in Salina. Look for 54 tomorrow afternoon in Brentwood and 55 degrees in Columbia. And here's your forecast for Cookeville at 51 degrees. For the next several days, we will see fair skies until we get, of course, to late in the day on Sunday, and I anticipate more clouds and some showers on Monday, 66 for Tuesday, 68 on Wednesday, and showers and thunderstorms in Thursday's forecast. Dan and Dimitri.
All right, and the winning numbers for Snowbird Bank are coming up after a 90-second break.
And next, the Touchdown Friday team flies into the first round of the playoffs.
Closed caption for Channel 4 News provided by Bill Hurd Chevrolet Business Sales, a whole separate department dedicated to your business needs.
Tuesday at 6 on Channel 4. Caught on camera without a clue.
That would me off.
And you could be the next victim.
I'd feel extremely violated.
At the gym, the office, anywhere.
Isn't that illegal?
Channel 4 uncovers a disturbing new trend.
It happened to me a while back.
Tuesday at 6 on Channel 4 News. Coverage you can count on.
How to release your inner sex part.
Come on out here, Heather.
We know she's in there. Next Oprah.
Weekdays at 4, followed by Channel 4 News at 5.
Joe, it's all new. It's the perfect size. It's got a smooth ride, a DVD, heated seat.
Liz, comfort can't tow a boat. This is all new, too. And it's the perfect size. And it's the only SUV with the Hemi.
Look, I've done my research.
I've done my research.
The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power. Starting under $26,600.
Chili on top. Sonic's got it, others don't. At Sonic, if you want chili on it, all you've got to do is ask, because we'll put chili on just about anything. Like our extra long cheese coney, topped with tons of meaty chili and lots of cheese. Get one right now with a large order of tater tots for just $2.99. It's not just good. It's Sonic good. Also this month, Sonic introduces Extreme Tots, golden tater tots loaded with chili, cheese, jalapenos, and onions and topped with ranch dressing. Extreme Tots, only at Sonic.
If these 4 numbers are in your telephone number in any order, call our contest hotline at 737-4U right now. The first 25 callers win a Snowbird Bank. And be sure to watch Channel 4 News for more chances to win.
Touchdown Friday is sponsored by First Tennessee Bank, All My Sons Moving, and Bill Hurd Chevrolet.
I don't know where we're going to get the money to redo the kitchen.
Or to send Andrew to college.
These bills.
Did you hear that?
What was that? Oh, get us out.
Sweetie, be careful.
Get us out. Get us out. Get us out. Get us out.
Get the money out of your house with a home equity loan from First Tennessee. You could even get a tax deduction. Come by and take advantage of our new convenient hours. Weekdays 8:30 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 1.
When you think Chevy, think Bill Hurd Chevrolet, Tennessee's #1 volume selling Chevy dealer. With over 1,500 new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, sport utility vehicles, and commercial trucks for your business, nobody can sell you a Chevy for less. Cavaliers, Impalas, S10s, Silverados, Avalanches, Trailblazers, Tahoes, Suburbans. All are discounted thousands.
I just got a great deal from the good people at Bill Hurd Chevrolet.
Bill Hurd Chevrolet, dedicated to customer service and excellence. I-24, exits 59 and 60.
Furniture Factory Outlet is proud to introduce the new Kathy Ireland collection from Standard Furniture. 6 new bedrooms, from elegant traditional to a sleek contemporary wall bed. Even bedrooms for the kids. All at prices our competition can't touch. This hand-carved cherry poster bed, $699 in our competition. Only $488 while they last. Matching pieces all in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Why pay too much? Get it today at the lowest price. Only at Furniture Factory Outlet, Nashville's true furniture outlet.
Hello and welcome to the first playoff edition of Touchdown Friday. I'm Aaron Solomon. We'll toss the Pigskins in just a sec. First, we drop the puck on the Predators, hosting division rival Chicago tonight. Scoreless midway through the second until Brian Berard puts it in the net. Chicago 1-zip lead. Predators trail 2-zip, but score with 30 seconds to go when Scott Hartnell puts it in. Too little, too late, though. Preds fall 2-1, travel to Detroit Saturday night. Now to the high school playoffs. From now on, if you win, you stay in. You lose, your season is done. Rudy Kalis kicks off our coverage with the Touchdown Friday skylights.
Aaron, we are headed off. We're going to go down to Fayetteville, Tennessee. Keep the pot. Hey, have we got any heat in this thing?
If you'll shut that door, we do.
Oh, yeah, okay. We're headed south.
Fayetteville, Tennessee, in the pit, home of the undefeated and top-ranked Falcons, taking on the Patriots of Oakland, a team they'd already beaten once earlier this year. There's longtime Lincoln County coach Lewis Thompson, played football for Bear Bryant at Alabama, had a great career here. They've won 2 state championships. But in the playoffs, you start with a clean slate, and the Patriots took advantage. Carlos Crawford, with a great run, sets up a whale of a touchdown halfback pass to Darrell Smith, in for the score. They missed the point after, but the Patriots led 6-0. Well, that touchdown by Oakland was the first time that they scored. The first game, they didn't have a single point. Got the Falcon a little tore up, doesn't it? But the Falcons are loaded. Josh Gregory breaks through the line. A brilliant run sets up their first touchdown. They had a long touchdown pass called back, but the Falcons rolled on to win it 19-6. Then we headed over to Winchester, Tennessee, home of Vols coach Philip Fulmer. A chilly night, but a warm reception from the Franklin County fans, hosting Lebanon. 9-0 Franklin County when we got there at halftime. They slugged it out in the second half. But the Rebels defense wouldn't break, played solid defense, added a couple of touchdowns, even had an interception back for a score, and the Rebels win it 23-13. And our final stop, Page High School in Franklin, where the Patriots hosted Lexington. The place was rocking, a huge welcome. And why not whoop it up? The Patriots leading 28-0 when we got there in the fourth quarter, and they added one more. Josh McMurray with a power running game and the touchdown as well. Page advances to the second round, winning 35-7. They are whooping it up here at Page. The Patriots take the victory. This is Rudy Kalis. We're headed home on Touchdown Friday.
Thank you, Rudy. Now to Class 4A, and the Hillsboro team is trying to make a third straight run to the state championship game. They're back-to-back runners-up. The Burros are on a mission for the big trophy, though, and they got the big fella, Calvin Bryant, going up against White House. Bryant barrels in for the 2-yard score. The Burros bedevil the Blue Devils of White House 42-14. We drive over a couple of hills to another 4A first-rounder, Hillwood. Making the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. Hilltoppers haven't gotten out of the first round in 13 years, and they're getting right in the camera's face. Hillwood scoring right here, and nobody was playing defense tonight in this one. Clarksville Northwest tops Hillwood 79-36. That is not a misprint, folks. Clarksville Northwest, a big score. Now let's check in on Class 5A, where the Bruins open their title defense. Steve Wrigley has the Williamson County beat tonight.
Hey, is that keeping you warm? Tennessee redshirt freshman Stephen Jones was back home, helping keep baby brother Mike warm. Teams talk about balance. Check out Ian Van Horn's balancing act on the big gain in the scoreless first quarter. No, seriously, I need a couple of touchdowns. Anything you can do? I got another game to go to. The Bruins' Jared Fugate ran for more than 100 yards in the first half. Fugate with the 31-yarder and the game's first score. Brentwood bullies Glencliff 28-2. The title defense lives on.
Yeah, hamburgers are good.
That's a good-looking hat you got there, young man. Here at BGA, Knox Webb in town, hot chocolate or popcorn? I think I'm going with the hot chocolate.
Great selection.
Thank you. Good luck.
Go BGA.
Hot chocolates for everybody. Greer Bickley at BGA knock off Knox Webb 23-7 for Touchdown Friday. Steve Wrigley, Channel 4 Sports.
Thank you, Steve. Time for a quick timeout here on Touchdown Friday, but plenty more on the way. We'll check in on Franklin, Hunters Lane, Clay County, Westmoreland, and more as we break, find a score, and enjoy our Band of the Week from Cheatham County.
The 2003 Longhorn Championship Finals Rodeo is coming to the new Murfreesboro, Tennessee Miller Coliseum. If you're 10 or younger and want to be a cowboy or a cowgirl for the night, log on to WSMV.com and register to win a family 4-pack for the championship night on Saturday, November 15th.
In the beginning, the Word already existed. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Gospel of John, the best loved of the 4 Gospels, has finally been brought to the screen, word for word. Powerful, restless, mysterious, poetic. The Gospel of John is now playing in select theaters, rated PG-13.
Your new Floors is now open and offering an exclusive line of flooring. Visit our new showroom, Floors, where you'll always find the lowest prices for every foot of your home, guaranteed.
The signs of change are everywhere at Kroger. Just look for right price tags on hundreds of your favorite items. Things like pet food, paper towels, bath tissue, and more. Low prices have never been so easy to find.
Monday on Channel 4 News today.
The Man in Black will tell you all we know about the big Johnny Cash Memorial.
Plus, fierce resistance will show you the overnight developments from Iraq.
Count on us for traffic and weather together.
Coverage you can count on begins at 4:55 a.m.
We hope you'll join us.
Work outside the home or stay home with your kids, it's a battle between moms.
I'm a role model for my son.
You don't think you can be a role model and stay at home?
Okay, next, Dr. Phil.
Weekdays at 3, followed by Oprah at 4 on Channel 4.
When Mr. and Ms. Williams are sitting down there in Henry County, Tennessee, and we check the weather report with Channel 4, WSMV, so we can see Holly and Bill and all our rowdy friends. No, that's the truth.
Recently, all the winners of the Car and Driver Best Pickup Award got together for a little reunion. It's good to see everyone again. Silverado, the 3-time winner, the only winner of Car and Driver's Best Pickup Award. Silverado, the truck from Chevy. The most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
It's this season's largest sales event.
Hundreds of slate pool tables, game tables, bars and bar stools begin arriving at Watson's at huge savings. These tables, along with other new and slightly distressed merchandise, were purchased from the factory at 30 to 70 cents on the dollar. Factory reps will be competing for your business. Home theater seating, foosball, air hockey, 2-piece cues, all at incredible savings. Plus, 6 months same as cash.
Save big for the holidays. Sale ends November 30th.
Watson's, it's like buying from the factory.
Thank you, ladies. In Hunters Lane, the site of one of the most intriguing first-round matchups in Class 5A, David White has the story from the north side.
We seniors, we got to do this.
The Warriors trying to avoid a third straight year of one and done, taking on the Franklin Rebels. But the Rebs were running early. The screen pass to Antonio Hammond goes to the 1-yard line. He would score in the very next play for a 7-0 Franklin lead. Later in the second, Hunters Lane trailing 7-3. The Warriors go on top with this Jonathan Kennerly 1-yard touchdown run.
Let's go!
Hunters Lane up by as much as 24-7 at the half, but the Rebels storm back and win it 28-24. 2 out of the last 3 years, Sequatchie County has been knocked out in the first round by Good Pasture. Combined score of 103-14. The Cougars are adding to that tonight. Everybody chasing the big fullback. Chasen Haynes rumbles inside the 10-yard line, and Brandon Janko and Patrick Turner do the rest from there. The Cougars chop the Indians in a blowout, 48-12. For Touchdown Friday, David White, Channel 4 Sports.
Thank you, D-Dub. Good Pasture playing the winner of Westmoreland at Chattanooga-Tyner, and this one over early. Tyner takes no prisoners, topping Westmoreland 40-zip. Also in Class 2A, Houston County visiting Marion County. Houston County on the go. Tate McMillan to Chris Angelillo, and watch him go. Weaving through the defense for the long touchdown catch and run. Houston County advances with the 39-15 win over Marion. Back in Class 3A, Portland on the road at Walker Valley. Panthers' Michael Garrett gets lost in the crowd, and then he is gone in the open. He has a pair of second-half touchdowns as Portland advances over Walker Valley 37-12. Now to Class A, where Salina changed its name to Clay County and made the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. They traveled to Chattanooga Boyd Buchanan, and the change of the name didn't help in the playoffs, though. Having a rough night, Clay County turns it over. Boyd returns it for the score. Clay County ends the season with a 47-6 loss. And the defending 2A state champs rolling. Lipscomb opening up with Polk County. Clay Lanning takes the second-half opening kickoff, 89 yards all the way back for a touchdown. But there was a flag on the play, so it came back. But that was okay because the Mustangs were leading 35-0 at that point. They win at 41-zip. Also in Class A, Watertown trying to get past the first round for the first time in 18 years, traveling to South Pittsburgh, but that is a tough place to play. South Pittsburgh pounds one out on Watertown 61-0. That ends Watertown's good year. And if you didn't see all the highlights or you missed something out of the 15 games we had, we'll do it all again in the morning at 11 o'clock.
All right, Aaron, thank you. What were your school colors?
Purple and white.
Ours were purple and gold. Really?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of purple. That was before the purple shortage. We'll see you Monday.
Hi, I'm Rick Marino. When you're not near your television, you can get your Channel 4 Weather Authority forecast by listening to Mix 92.9, plus a bonus chance to win a cool Channel 4 Snowbird Bank this week during the noon hour on Mix 92.9.
You're watching NBC, America's late night leader.
It's The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, featuring Kevin Eubanks of The Tonight Show Band. And me, I'm Ed Hall. Tonight, Jay welcomes Jennifer Garner. From Master and Commander Paul Bettany. The music of Jason Mraz. And Midnight Confessions. And now, Jay Leno.
Welcome to The Tonight Show. Nice to have you. How many people visiting Burbank for the first time? Have some people? Yeah. You might notice we've gone very upscale. We have a lot of landmarks named after celebrities here in Burbank. Johnny Carson Park, right across the street. All right. The Burbank Airport is being renamed the Bob Hope Airport. Of course, the pilots will hang out at the Nick Nolte Lounge. That'll be the big... What's going on? This is interesting. You know, on this date in 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected President of the United States. You know that? So let that be a lesson to Howard Dean. It is possible to become president without reaching out to those people with Confederate flags. So you see, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Well, it's interesting. Howard Dean told a group of voters in Tallahassee, Florida this week that Southerners need to quit basing their votes on race, guns, God, and gays. That's what he said. Race, guns, God, and gays. Sounds like the redneck version of Jeopardy, doesn't it? I'll take guns for 200, Alex. Yeah. And And as you know, CBS has canceled its miniseries, The Reagans, after complaints that it portrayed Ronald Reagan as nothing more than a bumbling B-list actor controlled by a domineering wife. Boy, what are the odds James Brolin would get a role like that? What are the odds that that would happen? What are the odds that that would happen? This is interesting. Russian scientists now say it's possible for a human to conceive.
Now 2004 brings it. Elevate your game with new one-button giving goals, cutters, double teams, and even ball against 50 hardwood heroes from the past. Wish you were a hoop star, well now you are. NBA Shootout 2004, rated E for everyone, available now.
We've got all the cool games. You get them at Walmart, and you're gonna get a cool price, too.
With a 140 horsepower engine and responsive handling, we put the fun back into the compact car, the Saturn Ion. Finance the new 2004 Saturn Ion 1 with air conditioning and CD player for $179 a month. See your retailer for details.
Furniture Factory Outlet is proud to introduce the new Kathy Ireland collection from Standard Furniture. 6 new bedrooms, from elegant traditional to a sleek contemporary wall bed. Even bedrooms for the kids. All at prices our competition can't touch. This hand-carved cherry poster bed, $699 in our competition. Only $488 while they last. Matching pieces all in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Why pay too much? Get it today at the lowest price. Only at Furniture Factory Outlet, Nashville's true furniture outlet.
You know, when you sell as many new cars and trucks as we do, you get lots of great trade-ins. But right now, we're overstocked on used cars and trucks, so every single one's marked for immediate clearance. We're Everyday Toyota, and we are the Auto Giant.
News 2 at WKRN.com.
Welcome to Prep Blitz Extra. John Dwyer, Corey Curtis with you, along with Sarah Walsh over there for another edition of PBE.
Well, not just any old edition. It's week 1 of the playoffs, and that means win and you're in, or lose and you're done.
Highlights from many of the mid-state games. All the scores will show you who won and who they'll play next. We'll begin with the defending 5A state champs, Brentwood, the Region 6 winner, hosting Glencliff, a team that didn't win a game last season, back in the playoffs.
This one a lot closer than a lot of people expected. Anthony Clemens of Glencliff back to pass, throwing it right to Ian Van Horn, but he drops the easy INT. Nothing coming easy for Brentwood in this one. Third quarter, Chris Walsh set to punt, and the cameraman got a little fooled, but it was blocked and good for a safety. It was just 7-2 Brentwood. Now, the game was stopped for 20 minutes after Chad Makowitz suffered an injury to the neck. Paramedics rushed to the field. Chad able to move his legs and his arms. Good news there. Now, once the game started, Brentwood taking control. Jarrett Fugate makes it 14-2. Then we fast forward to the middle of the fourth, and Fugate puts it away. A 65-yard touchdown run. Brentwood led Glencliff 21-2 and holds on for a 28-2 win, the Bruins' 10th win of the season. So next week in round 2, Brentwood hosts the Hunters Lane Franklin winner.
Glad you asked. Let's head up north. Franklin moving the ball versus host Hunters Lane. It appears that quarterback Matt Salima going to get sacked, but he gets it off in time to Antonio Hammond. Far side, Hammond finds a lane and jets 44 yards. Going to get caught at the Warriors' 2-yard line. Heck, since he got that close, you got to give Hammond the ball. Yeah, they do, and it's 7-0 Franklin in the first. Hunters Lane takes a shot at tying it. Quarterback Jeremiah Crutcher has time, airs it out. Wide open, Corey Waller can't bring it in. Warriors settle for a 22-yard field goal in the second quarter by Matt Reed to make it a 7-3 game. Ensuing kickoff, it appears that Ryan Nichols of Franklin made the mistake of letting it roll. No, he picks it up and then finds a gap. Takes it all the way into Hunters Lane territory. Great run by Nichols, kind of made up for that. Franklin on the move, right? Right. Salima to Nichols, but Nichols is stripped, and it's Hunters Lane's Matt Brown, the stocky guy, showing he has some wheels. Gonna take it the other way. Finally down. This was a good one. Franklin a winner on the road, 28-24. Franklin now 9-2. Hunters Lane bows out at 8-3. Next week, Franklin goes to Brentwood for round 2. That's the Rebels giving the Bruins their only loss of the season.
Great camera work in that one.
Thank you very much. A remarkable turnaround for Antioch this year, Corey.
3-7 a year ago, Class 5A Region 5 champs this year. Sarah Walsh with a look to see if the Bears could delay hibernation for another few weeks. Sarah?
Antioch had no pushover in its first round game. Visiting Centennial came in with a 5-5 mark, but gave several good teams a scare this season, including Brentwood.
Left, make a tackle. Hey, and enough talk already, Preston. Show me. Let's go.
Centennial would start things off in the first quarter. They fumble at their own 45, and Antioch's Jared Edmondson recovers it and runs it all the way back for the score. The Bears strike first. Antioch goes on top 7-0. And then a couple plays later, Antioch's Sean Graham has the fancy footwork to avoid the sack. Instead of negative yards, he would gain a couple positive before it was all over. Centennial would try to get something going, and Curtis Steele was the man for them tonight. He's out to show he's got game. Steele runs through the Bears' D-line faster than a speeding bullet, then proves why he's the man of steel. The only thing that could stop him was the fence. Steele would fly into the end zone, though, 3 plays later, and this would tie things up at 7. Before the half, Centennial's Adam Berkowitz would tack on a field goal that would make it 10-7 Centennial, and the Cougars would stay on top to win it. They pull off the road win 24-19 over Antioch. Now next week, Centennial will travel to play the winner of the Hendersonville-Dixon County game.
Tonight they met in Dixon County. Of course, earlier this year, Dixon County nipping Hendersonville. Good one tonight. No score in the first quarter. Dixon County punting. Short kick, the ball hits a Hendersonville player, and Quentin Notterstad is there to pick it up. That sets up Shane Bishop. 27-yard little swing pass to Grant Allen. He does the rest. 7-0 Cougars on top. Still 7-0 Dixon County in the second. Commandos driving for the tying score, but Derek Dobbs can't handle the handoff, and Dixon County recovers. Can't do anything with it, so Hendersonville gets it and really takes this thing over. Lawson Watson to Edward Sawyer down the right sideline. Gets a couple of blocks for 15 yards. Then it's Jarvis Stanton right up the middle. Look at that block right there. He goes for about 12. And it's Hendersonville springing a shocking upset tonight with some late touchdowns to knock off Dixon County. Final score 23-20. So Dixon County finishes the year 9-2, while the Commandos move to 6-5, and they will host Centennial next week in round 2. Well, now to Class 5A Region 4, champion Riverdale. Used to playing in November these days.
Gary Rankin's Raiders made it to the state title game last season, one of 4 runner-up appearances under Rankin to go with 3 state titles. Tonight, the Warriors opening up another postseason campaign hosting Cookeville. You got to like this. I like this call. Opening kickoff, Tyler Turner kicks it to himself. Cookeville recovering. They need something early, and they get it. Next play, fullback Stevie Buckner. He'll rumble all the way to the 10, but Riverdale would hold from there to a field goal. 3-0 Cookeville. They get something out of that onside. First quarter, Riverdale's second offensive play, Dave Thomas to Gaston Miller. The handoff, he does the rest. This play goes 81 yards, and Riverdale takes the lead for good at 7-3. Now on to the second quarter. Riverdale at the 3-yard line. Quarterback Dave Thomas to the big tight end, Chris Perkins. 14-3 at that point. Here's the final, 28-10. Riverdale 9-2. Cookeville bows out at 5-6. And it will be Riverdale hosting Franklin County. Franklin County, a 23-13 winner over Lebanon.
Now another 5A bracket, Coffee County at Smyrna. The Smyrna band, and John, we're just not in Kansas anymore.
Where's Toto?
I don't know. That's
in the
wrong.
basket.
14-0 at the half. Smyrna up early in the third. Smyrna's ball. David Wolke to Marcellus Johnson. You'll see this again. 16 yards. Next play. Marcellus Johnson to the right side. He's got wheels. That's a move. Put the ball away, though. Down to the 1. 26-yard run. The very next play, you know who. Cameraman did. 21-0 in the third. Plenty to bark about on the sidelines. Following kickoff, Matt West, though, takes it 85 yards for Coffee County, but it's too little. And, John, it's just
too late.
It is too late. Smyrna, 35-7 winners. The Bulldogs' 9th win of the season. They go on to face Lincoln County, took down Oakland tonight 19-6. Lincoln County, the only undefeated in 5A this year. They beat Oakland 51-0 back in September, so that game a whole lot closer. So next week, Lincoln County hosting Smyrna in round 2. Well, now to Class 4A. Stratford among the big stories. The Spartans a 5-5 mark last year. First-year coach William Johnson, though, leading the program to the Region 6 title this year.
Yeah, last night the Spartans tried to advance to the second round of the postseason, visiting Columbia. Columbia was in the way. They, of course, played tonight.
Played Friday night.
Yeah, it's hot, too hot. Stratford's defense making things hot and happening early, blocking the Spencer Nolan punt, and Philip Taylor takes it in for 6. Special teams making a special play. Columbia gets on the board. It'll be a 7-yard run by Marcus Roan. Twisting in, doing the 360, but then after holding Stratford at the goal line, quarterback Bobby Shields coughs up the ball. Riley Howard, well, he just took it. That's great defense. 19-13, Stratford beating Columbia. Stratford's 10th win of the season, winning by 6. So next week, Stratford will host the Northwest Hillwood winner. Now to Hillwood, where the Hilltoppers played host to Clarksville Northwest. Third quarter, 46-16 Northwest. First play of the half for the Viking. Willie Brown to Will Newell, 22 yards. It's 53-16 Northwest. Also in the third, Hillwood quarterback Duvier Rucker scrambling for his life, finding Nicholas Moreland wide open. Eventually, 54 yards. They got the 2-point conversion, or they tried it. It didn't work. And then later in the third, Northwest Cedric Wilkerson will fumble. Hillwood's Antonio Lewis recovers on the Viking 22. And in the third, Toppers take advantage of the turnover. Rucker to Moreland again. This time 6 yards, 2-point conversion, no good, 53-22. Vikings keep on scoring. Big number 55, Martez Wilson. Northwest a big winner. And let's check the final. This is what I mean by big, Corey. 79-36.
They broke 100.
Over at Hillwood.
115.
Next week, Northwest goes to Stratford.
In the other bracket, 2-time 4A state finalist Hillsboro hosting White House. The Burros giving it to their pack mule early. Calvin Bryant barreling forward for 10. A few plays later, Bryant punishing tacklers. Look at that guy go. 10 more yards, same drive, same player, same result. Bryant, a bulldozer going for 10. White House paying the price. Second and goal from the 2. For some reason, the Burros turn the page and they get burned. Marcellus Tibbs just drops the football. Chad Broderick recovers for White House. The Blue Devils take over, but not for long. Jamie Black just buried in the backfield as they go 3 and out. The Burros get it back and march right back down the field. Familiar sight. It's Calvin Bryant. 7 yards down to the 4. You can't stop him, John. You can't even contain him. He rams it in from 4. The PAT blocked, but it was all Hillsboro. 42-14, the Burros' 10th win of the season. So Hillsboro goes on to round 2, hosting the winner of the Shelbyville game against Pearl Cone. So let's go to Firebird country. Pearl Cone up 14-13 in the third. Reno Thompson, the Firebird quarterback, all over the field. He shows off the speed, and at the goal line, he shows off the power, finishing off a 31-yard touchdown. Pearl Cone 21-13. Then with 4.5 minutes left in the game, turning point. Bobby Council fumbles. He's out of bounds, but they give him the football, so Shelbyville takes over. Very next play, Cameron Porter takes the pitch out and takes it in, 21-19. Then with 45 seconds left, Shelbyville scores again, this time on a 5-yard pass to Porter. Now with only 4 seconds left, Pearl Cone trying for a miracle finish, but Reno Thompson comes up one miracle short. Picked off at the goal line. Shelbyville wins 25-21. So Shelbyville advances next week to take on Hillsboro in a big one. Now to 3A, the Page Patriots rebounding from a 4-6 2002.
Yeah, 8-2 this year. Good for second place in Region 5 behind region champ Greenbrier. Page opening up the postseason at home versus Lexington. First possession Ty Evans of Lexington botches the handoff. Page football. Let's blame the cold, I guess. So Page has the ball, and they give the ball right back. Another botched handoff. I feel a chill in the air. Ty Evans back to pass. He'll float a pass to Jared Elliott, who's the quarterback for the Patriots. Elliott and the Patriots with a little trickery now, a little flea flicker. Perfect pass to Edwin Andrews, 50-yard pickup. That sets up the Patriots deep into Tiger territory. 2 plays later, another fumble. Josh McMurray drops the toss, kicks it forward. Mike Brooks scoops it up for the score. 7-0 Lexington. Yeah, it was a chilly night, folks. Let's check the final page. A winner, 35-7, and Crockett County beats Marshall County. So next week, Page goes to Crockett County. Other brackets for 3A. Greenbrier, the region champs, beating and shutting out McNary Central. Sycamore over Jackson Southside. So next week, it's Greenbrier. The Bobcats hosting Sycamore. Elsewhere, Portland and Walker Valley. The Panthers a winner. Smith County, no problem with Sequoia. So Portland, they will go to Smith County. Also, Grundy County over Trousdale County, 16-15. 8 interceptions from Macon County, the region champs, 52-12 all over Grundy County. The Tigers are the Region 4 champs, so next week it's Macon County hosting Grundy County. Got all that? Well, a bunch of highlights still ahead. Trips to DCA and Ezel Harding.
But first, could David Lipscomb take another step toward defending its 2A state crown? Prep Blitz Extra rolls on.
Vanderbilt Sports Medicine is a proud presenting sponsor of Prep Blitz Extra.
We're all born with it.
Why is the sky blue?
Curiosity.
What makes frogs slimy?
About ourselves.
Why aren't bananas straight?
About the world around us. Some of us never lose it.
Is there a way to target cancer cells?
At Vanderbilt, we never stop asking questions because there is always a way to improve a procedure, to increase a treatment's effectiveness, to make the world a little better.
Look again, look again.
Ford truck season is here. Check out the SUV everyone's talking about, Ford Explorer, the best-selling sport utility vehicle on the planet. And during truck season, get 0% for 60 months or $3,000 cash back on the 2004 Explorer. Ford truck season is here. See your local Ford dealer today.
Where you been? Look again.
Play ball! If you want to keep clothes white, but don't want to use bleach, you have 2 alternatives. Don't get dirty, or use the bleach alternative. Tide with Bleach Alternative, the only detergent that whitens so brilliantly without a drop of chlorine bleach. So it's your choice. Or Tide with Bleach Alternative.
The auto giant is growing in Tennessee.
Attention truck lovers. All Toyotas are created equal. All Toyota dealers are not. So you need to shop with the 5-time President's Award winner here on Madison's Motor Mile, Rivergate Toyota, because we're the auto giant. Hey, coming right now, save $3,500 on brand new Tacomas, $4,500 on Tundras. Save up to $5,500 on brand new Sequoias. Plus, we've got 1.9% financing for 60 months. Rivergate Toyota, we are the auto giant.
It's week 1 of the TSSAA football playoffs. John Dwyer, Corey Curtis, Sarah Walsh continuing to recap the night in prep football.
Now to 2A, where David Lipscomb was the favorite to win back-to-back state championships this year. The Stanks running the table in the regular season and trying to go 11-0 with Polk County in the way, or actually kind of more of a speed bump in this one. Lipscomb moving the ball at will. Clay Coons for 13 yards. Then it's Coons again for 9 yards. I mean, there's nobody even in sight at the line of scrimmage. How about Coons one more time? And, John, this one's unbelievable. I've watched it a few times. Untouched.
Don't touch me.
Nobody touched him into the end zone. 35-0 Mustangs. Polk County struggling on defense, struggling on offense. That was Madison Taylor with the big tackle. From there, all Lipscomb had to do was run out the clock and check the scoreboard to see who was coming for round 2. And the answer to that question is Houston County. David Lipscomb wins tonight 41-0. Houston County takes down Marion County 39-15.
See the adjacent bracket. Would there be another Lipscomb Good Pasture tilt down the road. The Cougars would have to take care of biz versus visiting Sequatchie County. 60-yard TD run by Brandon Williams for Good Pasture, 7-0. Next drive for Good Pasture, quarterback Brandon Janko, 10 yards to Will Cripps. It's a nice first down, nice little move, run after catch. Same drive, Good Pasture continues to air it out. C.J. Davis grabs the deep pass for the touchdown. 14-0 Cougars. Good Pasture, stingy. Running back Philip Travis. He'll break how many tackles here? Let's just count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4, okay, 4.5. And that's a touchdown. All right, here's the final. 48-12, Good Pasture over Sequatchie County. Tyner all over Westmoreland in that bracket. So next week, Tyner plays host to Good Pasture. And then elsewhere, we have Lewis County. The Panthers, one of 3 mid-state teams to go unbeaten in the regular season, holding on versus Camden. And McKenzie beats Cheatham County by 10. So next week, Lewis County holds on, and the Panthers will host McKenzie. Elsewhere, it's Chester County over Fairview, 38-8. Huntington, no problem with Harpeth. Huntington is the 6-2A champ. So next week, Huntington hosts Chester County. We are not done. The Vanderbilt Sports Medicine ticker keeps ticking the results around the mid-state. And more highlights on the way, including a look at how the 2001 1A state champs fared in round 1 of the playoffs. Back in a flash.
When you need to stay ahead of the storm, you need News 2 Storm Tracker.
Hey, George. I've noticed that H.H. Gregg's prices are pretty darn low.
Oh, nobody's lower, Joey. In fact, if anybody buys from us, then finds the same item for less somewhere else, we'll double the difference if anybody beats Gregg's price.
Double trouble for the other guys.
And through Wednesday, as we celebrate our 3 newest stores in Atlanta, you save with low grand opening sale prices. Good here, too. H.H. Gregg, family owned since 1955.
It's gonna be great.
You're invited to a streaking party, and it's gonna be the highlight of the year. Herbal Essences Highlights. With our unique highlighting comb and color guide formula for gorgeous streaks of perfectly spaced highlights. So now you can get what you want, where you want it.
Hi! Is this the streaking party?
Herbal Essences Highlights. Get invited to the ultimate streaking party in Las Vegas. Find out how at streakingparty.com.
Thick burgers can't be as good as they say. Come on.
No one's ever gonna try those burgers.
Hardee's will probably always be bad. There's no way Hardee's can make a good burger.
All fast food burgers are the same. Hardee's should just stick to biscuits. Nobody's ever gonna like anything Hardee's makes.
Hardee's Thick Burgers with 100% Angus beef. It's how the last place you'd go for a burger is becoming the first.
How much for this?
$38?
20. And for this?
$100?
Think lower, Missy. True or false? My shoes cost more than all of this.
True.
We have a winner!
Pier 1 Imports.
Your football Saturday starts with News 2. At 10 a.m., get an encore performance of Prep Blitz. At 10:30, it's Ball's kickoff countdown. And at 11, the huge Tennessee-Miami game. Football Saturday starts at 10 a.m. on News 2.
Welcome back to Prep Blitz Extra, the area's only 30-minute prep highlight show.
Well, Class 1A may be small in enrollment, but it plays some of the best football around the mid-state. Sarah Walsh recaps how 1A mid-state programs fared Friday night.
The very competitive Class 1A Region 5 went to Donaldson Christian Academy during the regular season. The Wildcats put their 9-1 record on the line, first visiting Moore County, and down 28-0 in the first. DCA's record not really in jeopardy. The Wildcats add to it there. Jim Fenwick hitting Austin Garrett for another 6. The damage pretty much done at that point, 35-0, and the Wildcats still hungry for more. Fenwick on the quarterback keeper picks up some more yards on the ground. Moore County just trying to get something going tonight. Tyler Hatfield would break off a nice run. He picks up 20. Unfortunately, the Raiders couldn't turn that into 6 because it would get worse. Moore County's Kyle Smith is going to be picked off by Justin Hall, and DCA easily picks off Moore County 38-10. Now, what that means is DCA moves on. They will play CPA, a winner 35-13 over Collinwood. CPA coming back from those 3 forfeits they had earlier in the season, and they are the defending 1A state champs. To another 1A matchup this evening at Ezel Harding. The Eagles hosting Mount Pleasant. In second quarter, Ezel Harding up 28-7. Mount Pleasant sparks a comeback. 4th and 7, quarterback Josh Kelly goes 15 yards to big tight end Jamarcus Webster for the first down. And then 6 plays later, Kelly to Webster again. A great grab for him. A 10-yard touchdown pass to cap off a 7-minute drive. The extra point was no good. It's 28-13 Eagles. In the third quarter, Mount Pleasant tries to come out strong after the half. Theo Fennessy breaks through a couple tackles and breaks off a 60-yard return. But the Tigers offense can't put any points on the board off of that one. Still in the third quarter, Ezel Harding gets it together. Running back Kyle Todd goes 50 yards to the Eagles' own 5-yard line, and that would set up this play. Quarterback Randy Schloppy goes tall to wide receiver Jeremy Geddes, and get this, he makes the catch.
You're a stud, baby.
That's Tim Hardiman's 2 cents for you. The Eagles go up 35-13, and they would go on to win it. Ezel Harding over Mount Pleasant 42-13. Next week, Wayne County will host Ezel Harding. Wayne County wins big over Davidson Academy 50-29. A couple other scores to check out. South Pittsburgh shuts out Watertown 61-0. And Gordonsville beats Copper Basin 42-6. Next week, Gordonsville will host South Pittsburgh.
All right, round 1 of the Division II two-way bracket. Jeff Brothers, Pope John Paul II, first year varsity. They make the playoffs. They go to Knoxville Catholic. It doesn't work out. 48-10. The Pope John Paul ends up 3-8 on the season. And elsewhere, it is BGA, a winner at home, 23-7, now 8-3. And ECS beat St. Benedict 42-6. So next week, ECS wins, of course, and they will host BGA. Now in 3A, Corey, we had some byes. We had NBA and Christian Brothers and Brentwood Academy all not playing Friday night. NBA will host Macaulay, who beat MUS, and it will be Christian Brothers at Brentwood Academy. So a couple of 3A schools in Division II going at it next Friday night.
Christian Brothers, the only school to beat Brentwood Academy this season.
That's right.
We're going to be back to wrap up the show after this.
Plan ahead with Predictive, only on News 2.
Hi. I'll just be a minute.
Introducing Mentos New Charge Gum. Chew responsibly.
Don't miss sharing a single moment this holiday season. Jenny got stuck at the mall again. Give your family the gift of unlimited family calling anytime minutes from Verizon Wireless, the company that gives you the nation's most reliable wireless network with fewer dropped calls. Also gives you unlimited night and weekend minutes on up to 4 separate lines on the America's Choice National Family Share Plan. Plus, hurry and buy 1 Nokia phone for $49.99 and get a second free. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Joe, it's all new. It's the perfect size. It's got a smooth ride, a DVD, heated seat.
Liz, comfort can't tow a boat. This is all new, too. And it's the perfect size. And it's the only SUV with a Hemi.
Look, I've done my research.
I've done my research.
The all-new Dodge Durango. Big size, smooth ride, Hemi power. Starting under $26,600.
John Lynch and his mom are coming to your home.
Hey, how you doing?
John Lynch, how you doing? Very nice to meet you. Come in, let's go.
And they're bringing dinner. New Campbell's Chunky Grilled Chicken and Sausage Gumbo. Hearty chunks of savory meat, veggies, and rice.
What do you say I autograph?
Sure beats another frozen dinner.
Come on, check out the place. Do we play a little bit?
Mom doesn't like me rough.
Come on, you can hit me a little bit.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Have chunky soup for dinner.
That was great, man.
Make it Campbell's instead.
And next week of Prep Blitz Extra, we'll do it all again. We'll have whittled down the 5A classes to just 90 playoff games next week. Many involve mid-state teams.
Also, NBA and Brentwood Academy crank it up in Division II. It's a busy week 2 of the playoffs, and we'll have it covered for you next week at 11:05 Friday night.
Now, if you're watching this on Friday night, have a great evening, and keep in mind there's lots of News 2 football coverage tomorrow.
And if you're watching Saturday morning, stay tuned for Vols kickoff countdown, as we're going to change clothes, at least some of us, and then preview the Vols and the Canes. So thanks for watching.
Hey, for Corey Curtis and Sarah Walsh, Cal Baxter, Tim Hardiman, and all people that help out with News 2 Sports behind the scenes and the production crew, thanks again for watching Prep Blitz Extra. And either watch Friends or watch Vols Kickoff Countdown. It's next. Thanks for watching.
When you need to stay ahead of the storm, you need News 2 Storm Tracker.
Save $10,000 this weekend at Performance Ford on every new 2003 Excursion in stock. $10,000 savings and my offer of tires for life. Now that's performance.
Huck Jam's back. Activision presents Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Huck Jam. All new for 2003. Featuring Tony Hawk, Bob Burnquist, Bucky Lasek, Andy McDonald, Matt Hoffman, Carey Hart, and all of the world's best action sports athletes. Check out the $1 Million Boom Boom Huck Jam ramp with an all-new set featuring the Loop of Death and the 30-foot free fall. November 12th at Gaylord Entertainment Center. Get your tickets now. Tony Hawk's all-new Boom Boom Huck Jam. Brought to you by Tony Hawk's Underground.
Hey, what's up? This is Tony Hawk. Don't miss the Boom Boom Huck Jam when we come to Nashville for the first time ever.
The auto giant is growing in Tennessee.
It's a fact. All Toyotas are created equal. All Toyota dealers are not. That's why you need to shop with us. Rivergate Toyota, the auto giant on Madison's Motor Mile. Come in first thing tomorrow. Make that short drive. Save $4,400 on Camrys, folks. Save $2,300 on sporty Corollas. And we've got 1.9% financing available. See what I'm talking about? Size does matter. We're Rivergate Toyota. We are the auto giant.
The sweet onion chicken teriyaki sandwich. It won't make up for the fact that your wife doesn't know her ring is cubic zirconia. But with under 6 grams of fat, it will make up for your recent deep-fried indiscretions. Subway, good, so you don't always have to be. The Red Wine Vinaigrette Club. It will not make up for anything that happened at the bachelor party. But with under 6 grams of fat, it'll more than atone for your recent deep-fried badness. Subway, good, so you don't always have to be.
This week at Performance Ford, you can buy this new 04 Super Cab or this new 03 Explorer for only $19,983. Top selling trucks and SUVs, your choice, only $19,983. Now that's performance.
Brave, nice, kind-hearted.
His parents escaped genocide in Cambodia.
We did not have anything to eat or water to drink.
He became a U.S. Marine.
He looked at the Marines as something that was taking him out from the bad place that he was in.
He served bravely in Iraq.
Never showed any fear. 99% of the time he'd have a smile on his face, crack a joke, make everyone laugh.
Only to fall where he thought it was safe.
I don't know what the world's coming to, you know. It's like you go off and you fight for this country, you know, and then you come back and you still fighting.
Catch up all night. Down 16-0. Hillwood quarterback D. Rucker floats it to big Nick Moreland. That cuts it to 16-8, but Northwest unstoppable. Vikings quarterback James Wells on 3rd and long, and can you say wide open? Will Newell sails 78 yards, 40-16 Northwest late in the second quarter. On to David Lipscomb and the Ponies running wild on Polk County. Second quarter, reserve back Clay Kuhns. From the 12, goes in standing up. The Purple Rain by a 41-0 final. Now to Hillsborough, and White House down 22-0. Recovers a botched punt in the third quarter and cashes in. Blue Devils quarterback Gordon Keene flips it 5 yards to Cody Harmon. It's 22-7, but the Burros answer. That wing T formation with the misdirection and Marcellus Tibbs. Will he run out of gas? He makes it into the end zone, 58 yards, 28-7 Hillsborough.
Fours are wild here at Pearl Cone. Our fourth game in the fourth quarter on 4th down, our play of the night by number 5.
Firebirds quarterback Reno Thompson needs 13 yards for the first down, and he'll get a lot more than that. Thompson making people miss, slaloms all the way into the end zone for an incredible touchdown. 21-19 Pearl Cone. Mark Howard, News Channel 5 Sports.
Somebody better sign that guy up, huh? Now, Bob Rainey takes us to a Class 2A playoff game between Goodpasture and Sequatchie County, then over to Hunters Lane, 8-2, hosting 8-2 Franklin.
Goodpasture looking for a similar opening round game as last year's 57-7 rout of Sequatchie County. And they were on their way. This is Brandon Williams. He has no one to stop him on this 42-yard run, 7-0 game. Next possession, the Cougars go through the air. Brandon Janko to a wide-open C.J. Davis, 42-yard touchdown. It was 14-0 Cougars. Still in the first, the Cougars on the move. Philip Travis just won't go down, plowing his way 24 yards, touchdown. Goodpasture goes up 20-0 in the first.
Our next game figured to be a lot more competitive with a couple of 8-2 teams going at it as Hunters Lane hosted Franklin.
Hunters Lane down 7-3 but driving. Quarterback Jeremiah Crutcher on the scramble. Look at him go. He'll pick up 38 yards going out of bounds at the 8. Soon after, it's Jonathan Kinnerly plowing his way from 2 yards, 10-7 Warriors. Franklin tries to rally, but the Matt Salinas pass is right to Kevin Holt, and he'll take it 23 yards, touchdown. Hunters Lane shocking the Rebels 24-7 in the third. Bob Rainey, News Channel 5 Sports.
All right, we continue our Mid-State High School football playoff first-round coverage now with this 5A matchup between Smyrna and Coffee County. Here we go. That's the Smyrna mascot. What's he doing? Barking out orders. What else? First quarter, and this is Mark Wells Johnson who takes the sweep pitch. Watch him, pick him up, lay him down. He's going to go for a 30-yard touchdown. That would make it 7-0 Smyrna. Second quarter now, it will be 4th and 1. Smyrna stuffed by Coffee County right there. Score remains 7-0. Still in the second, Kenny Adams will go to David Haskins over the middle. 15-yard touchdown pass. It's 14-0 Smyrna. Now this is Centennial and Antioch. Bears up 13-10 third quarter until Curtis Steele for Centennial takes it up the middle for the 3-yard score. 17-13 Cougars. Now Centennial will score again as Philip Bates goes in for another 3-yard score, 24-13. Now Antioch with this late chance on 4th down, but the Bears are stopped by Justin Wilson and Centennial advances 24-19. And this high school football note, longtime Whites Creek head coach Richard Coor told News Channel 5 Sports tonight he has resigned. After almost 20 years at the Creek, he said it was time. He hopes, he says, to continue to work with the football team as an assistant coach. He will be missed. Back with all the scores, everybody, right after this.
Free furniture at Crescent Home Furnishings. Buy any dining room table and 4 chairs at the regular discounted price and get 2 additional chairs free. This offer includes any dining room group at both Crescent locations. Plus, you can finance any purchase at either store with no interest and no payments for 6 months. Free furniture, free financing. Crescent Home Furnishings. Downtown in Cool Springs. Now that's a deal.
Look again, look again.
Ford truck season is here. Check out the SUV everyone's talking about, Ford Explorer, the best-selling sport utility vehicle on the planet. And during truck season, get 0% for 60 months or $3,000 cash back on the 2004 Explorer. Ford truck season is here. See your local Ford dealer today.
Where you been? Look again.
Hey, what is it?
I realize I love you, but as long as you're with Jessica, there can never be anything between us.
Cassie, there's no need to cry. Besides, I've got really great news.
You're leaving Jessica.
No. I just saved a load of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. I saved. I thought that meant something to you.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I am a school counselor with 2 small children, a 7-year-old and 8.5-month-old. My life is very hectic. The family budget with 2 young ones, it's kind of tight. The Walmart price is a great thing for us. I'm not into clipping coupons. I hate to shop around because I don't have a lot of time. I do not worry about the price at Walmart because it's low every time I go. You save $1 here and there and there, and it adds up. My family, my budget, everything wins that way. Go to Walmart, save money, have money later. Pretty simple. Always listen to your counselor. Best advice you can get.
Monday at 10, News Channel 5 investigates. Ask soldiers what they fear the most, and the answer may surprise you. Because many fear they'll die in a hospital here at home.
I don't want to go back and have surgery. I don't know what they'll do to me.
More and more soldiers are telling war stories, not from the battlefield, but from their experience in a veterans hospital.
Would they have let him lay there and die?
Monday, News Channel 5's Phil Williams exposes what's really happening to our soldiers in our own hospitals. Home front casualties. Monday on News Channel 5 at 10.
And tonight's sports scores are brought to you by Tennessee Sports Medicine at Summit Medical Center. Here we go, everybody. All right, thank you, everybody, for calling in your scores tonight. We'll do it again next week, round 2. Now, hockey is next, the Predators, when we come back.
What sets Middle Tennessee Medical Center apart? Faith-based healing that is strengthened by technology.
Level 3 ATL 5000 ultrasound.
Minimally invasive spinal fusion.
Caring expertise that is focused on you.
New hope for at-risk pregnancies.
New help for back pain.
Superior technology, strong faith, the power of great care. NTMC.
Joe's favorite recipe is perfection. Thanks to the fine-tuned cooking of natural gas. Efficient, reliable, ready when you are. For cooking, heating, and hot water, you're always comfortable with natural gas.
Brought to you by your Middle Tennessee Natural Gas Distributors.
Through Tuesday only, everything in the entire store is on sale. Hurry in.
Always better, always
Sizzle.
Saturday. A murder investigation.
The cops have a witness who puts you at the crime scene.
We'll pit these ex-partners against each other.
Yeah, I said point blank. If you knew anything about this case, Oshansky lied to me.
I know, you're angry.
Mike, you obstructed a murder investigation.
What were you doing? An all-new Hack. Then a Civil War reenactment.
You having fun, Chief?
Leads to modern-day murder.
Did you shoot him?
We can't connect.
We need a field trip.
All-new District following an all-new Hack. CBS Saturday.
We're talking about your team on a special edition of Sportsline. It's Titans Tuesday on News Channel 5 Plus. Check out the highlights from the last game and hear the inside stories from the experts. Got a question? Call in and get an answer. If you call yourself a fan, you'll be here at 8 for Titans Tuesday. Titans Tuesday is brought to you by Jack in the Box, Rodeo Drive Salon and Spa, Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, and The Good Feet Store.
There's no shortage of information today, but what you need is knowledge. Knowledge that's relevant to you, your family, and your lifestyle. Information that keeps you connected to your friends, neighbors, and community. Stories that are useful as well as intriguing. That's what you'll find in the Tennessean every day. The stories that matter to you and the details to understand why. Pick up the Tennessean today or call 242 News to subscribe.
Every day matters, the Tennessean.
Blackhawks and Predators. Chicago up 1-0 in the final 70 seconds. Preds pulled goalie Thomas Vokoun for an extra skater, but off the face-off, deep in the Chicago end, Steve Pops clears the puck off the boards. It banks right towards the Nashville net, and they go for a 2-0 lead. Then with Vokoun out again this time, they get it right. It's Scarty Hartnell bangs it home, but Chicago wins it. See you tomorrow.
From the News Channel 5 Network and the Nashville Business Journal. This is Nashville Business This Week.
Hello and welcome to Nashville Business This Week. I'm your co-host Alex Cabrera here at News Channel 5.
And I'm Geert de Lombarde, editor of the Nashville Business Journal. Welcome to the show. Alex, we're going to talk about housing in downtown Nashville.
You know, a lot of people that move here from bigger cities in New York or in LA, if they come to Nashville, one of the things sometimes you hear is it's not like the typical downtown, getting around and finding a place to live, but that's starting to change here in the past few years.
It is. It's a trend that probably started a decade or so ago, really emerging in other cities. Nashville's now catching up. Lots of exciting projects downtown. We're going to talk with the developer of several of them and somebody from the mayor's office to talk about that end of things.
Right. I mean, downtown is something a lot of people really don't typically think of when they say, hey, where can I live when I move down here? A lot of people head out to the suburbs, you know, the Springfields or the Belleviews or something like that. But now downtown, more and more becoming a real good option for a lot of people.
That's right. And then the second part of the show, the executive profile, we're going to talk with Dan Crockett, CEO of Franklin American Mortgage Company, a Franklin-based company that's really growing, and just recently announced it was going to sponsor the LPGA next year.
Yeah, lots of good things going on. I know the LPGA trying to get them here to play some golf, getting the women out there. It's been a real tough time with them trying to find a major sponsor, and it's nice to see a local company here really kind of step up to the plate and get them out here. It helps Nashville on the national level get on the map, so we could talk here all day long. We'll get right to it right after this commercial break.
This Storm Target 5 Weather Center update is brought to you by the Health Connection on NewsChannel5.com.
Hi everyone, this is Leland Statham in the Storm 5 Weather Center. You're looking now at Storm Target 5 live Doppler radar. Right now as we give you a view of what's going on, not much out there. Still a few sprinkles are a possibility for the area today. Here's a look at the radar in motion now for the past several hours. As far as temperatures go, the thermometer just not doing a lot today. Upper 40s and lower 50s will be about all we'll see on this Friday. Here's what's going on right now in Nashville. For today, let's go with a high of about 52, mostly cloudy, still a few sprinkles, winds northeast to 10. Overnight tonight, cloudy, then becoming partly cloudy down to around 36. For the weekend, mostly cloudy on Saturday and Sunday, maybe a small shower chance in some of the southern counties by late in the day on Saturday and Saturday evening. Win a pair of Dolphins tickets tonight on News Channel 5 at 5.
Ladies, if you're tired of embarrassing hair stubble or getting nicks and cuts from your old razors, then I have the solution for you. Quick and Smooth. Just spray it on and wipe away your unwanted hair. Quick and Smooth is tough enough to remove chest and facial hair, yet gentle enough for sensitive areas and bikini lines. Quick and Smooth attaches to each shaft of hair, enveloping and penetrating below the surface to remove the hair deep down. Try it now for free. And if you call right now, we'll also send you free the Quick and Smooth Roll-On for those hard-to-get places, and the Quick and Smooth Inhibitor Cream, absolutely free. All this free, but only if you call right now.
Call 1-800-493-6973 right now to receive a free supply of Quick and Smooth. Because of the overwhelming response to this free promotion, we must limit one free product per caller. Call 1-800-493-6973. 1-800-493-6973.
Welcome back to Nashville Business this week. Again, our topic talking about real estate in the downtown area. Lots of new projects, people may be moving into downtown.
Yeah, and one of the people that's leading the charge on a lot of those projects is Mark Deutschman. We'll talk with him in a second. We also have with us Hank Helton. He's the director of the Mayor's Office of Affordable Housing. Hank, welcome.
Welcome, thank you.
And the aforementioned Mark Deutschman. He is the owner of Village Real Estate Services. And Mark, welcome to you.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit. We've got a story in today's Business Journal about your latest project on Church Street. Tell us a little about that and maybe how you got started in this business.
Okay, great. We've got a project starting now called The Exchange, and it's 44 loft units downtown. Our intent is to try to create some affordable housing downtown. We've got about 30 of the 44 units that are going to be priced under $200,000, with some of them coming in as low as $79,000. The top prices of the units for the penthouses will be about $420,000. And this is in the old Banner Exchange building, which is right at the Printer Alley, Church Street intersection. It's the old Banner building, and it's a newer Exchange. The Banner building is a turn-of-the-century building, and the Exchange is about a 1950s building. It was apparently a building burnt, but we're going to now join them together, the two that are there, and create 44 lofts.
Good. Go ahead. I was going to say, it creates some interesting dynamics with the fact that these are two buildings that are kind of welded together in certain places.
It does. It makes for an interesting look, and we've got a great architectural team that's going to help pull those things together.
I think we have a kind of a picture here maybe of the Exchange building. Sherilyn, maybe I don't know if you can see this or not, but building in the downtown area, putting some housing out there, was there a bit of a concern, maybe some sort of a risk when you're building in the downtown, when you're talking about affordable housing? Was that a concern for you at all with the popularity of suburbs?
Well, I do think that the demand is there for downtown housing. Our company, Village Real Estate Services, has been working the inner ring neighborhoods for about 7 years, and we've been having demand for loft units and downtown housing ever since we began. I've not had anything to sell downtown because there's just 10 units to sell in the downtown sector at this moment, and I really am looking forward to having something to share with clients who are either looking to be downtown or coming from other cities who expect to have housing downtown.
Very good.
Hank, this all ties into what you and the mayor are trying to put together with affordable housing downtown.
It does indeed. Actually, it's very nice. One of the things, obviously, the mayor's vision is to create a truly vibrant neighborhood downtown where people can live, work, and play, specifically on the live side. And while there are a number of units that exist in our downtown core already, I think there's certainly room for more. Economic Research Associates is a firm that we hired to do some work with us on Rolling Mill Hill, and while they were doing that, we had them take a look at the downtown overall in terms of demand, and they've estimated that by the year 2010, there's a demand for approximately 5,000 new units of residential downtown. As Mark mentioned, most of what we have downtown right now is rental, and it's exciting to see some homeownership opportunities come online. Homeownership is a critical component to what we're trying to do in terms of the mayor's vision for downtown, as well as all of Nashville's neighborhoods. Homeownership is a beautiful thing in terms of providing neighborhood stability, as well as creating wealth and net worth for the individuals and the families that own the houses. So,
that's a question for both of you, I suppose. Is what types of people are most, your research found, are most likely to come live downtown? You hear a lot about the young professionals or the empty nesters. Are there any other groups out there that really statistically like being downtown?
Well, I think that if you look nationally, and what we've actually seen in a nice sampling of the market here is that, of course, you've got single young professionals, and you've got young professional couples, and then you've got some empty nesters. But also I think there's some interest and growing interest in families living downtown. As we work hard to provide certain services that families need, as well as fitting in with the mayor's initiatives in terms of providing park space, providing good neighborhood schools, and all those things that are happening in our downtown.
School sports coverage across Tennessee. And you can test me on that. I know what I'm talking about. We do it better than anybody, and we're going to show you why today. A great show. High school football playoffs are underway. Weather's getting a little bit chillier. We're going to see who can get to Murfreesboro and the Blue Cross Bowl, and we will be with you every step of the way. We've got a lot of things on today's show, but not only football. In fact, when we come back to Moe's Blue Chip Diaries, we'll go out to Murfreesboro for the state volleyball champions, the Page Patriots. They did it for the 4th year in a row. So stick around. We're just getting started here on City Paper Varsity Extra.
The City Paper. News, business, lifestyles, sports. Nashville's newspaper. And it's free. It's all you really need. Unless, of course, it's raining.
There's no place like home for the holiday.
This holiday season, the magic begins at Lowe's.
There's Rudolph.
You'll see every kind of decoration and ornament imaginable.
The bear.
Yeah, I like that one.
You like it?
And the very latest in holiday lights, both outside
Ready?
and in.
That is the most beautiful tree I've ever seen.
There are trees of every description. Theme trees.
Now, it's a little big, but it's about...
And trees that come with lights already on them.
It's gorgeous.
You mean it comes this way? Lights and all?
Lights and all.
And only Lowe's carries the famous Carrolltown collection.
Ay, qué bonito.
Lowe's has low prices every day, guaranteed. That's our promise. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Back here on City Paper Varsity Extra, and it's now time to get it started with Lowe's Blue Chip Diaries. And the subject this week is the Page Patriots volleyball team. Now, coming into this year, the Patriots had won 3 straight titles, but largely due to the star play of Emily Perilli, who is a 3-time state tournament MVP. She now plays for the Virginia Cavaliers. So could the Patriots keep it going and get a 4th straight title? The answer was yes. So here's more about it as we look at Lowe's Blue Chip Diaries.
When a team begins to prepare for a season, the typical goal is for it to be a good one. For some, it's a rebuilding year. For others, it's to establish themselves. But for the Page High School girls volleyball team, the goal is not just to win, but win it all. Head coach Tracy Berry.
This is our 4th state trip, and we've won the last 3 years, so they have a lot of history here. First year, we were underdogs. No one knew anything about us. Came in here and surprised the Anderson County in the finals, and since then they've just been on a mission that the big thing is just getting back to the state tournament and having a good time when they get there.
To be a player and have a state title can be the highlight of a lifetime, but to have 3 consecutive state championships and going for a 4th is something senior Jamie Sly says came from a humble beginning. You see, no one ever heard of Page High School 3 years ago, but now they are the top team in the state.
Let's see, our first year, it was like a big thing. Nobody knew who we were. It was like really awesome. And I was pretty much like, I played defense sometimes. And then our sophomore year was pretty much the exact same. We were just really excited to come back. And then last year, no one thought we could do it again. And, so it was a big deal for us to get back. And then this year, it was like even worse than it was last year because we lost Emily Pirelli and Rachel Vandenberg. And so we've just been really, we've always wanted, this is our thing. We're always like, if we make it to state, everything else will take care of itself.
Going into a game carries stress, and when you get to the state finals, that stress can go to a whole new level. So getting mentally prepared for a 4th championship run takes on many forms. Region MVP and All-State junior Katie Arbenson explains.
A lot before districts and regionals and sectionals, which was, our coaches always said, once we get to state, everything will take care of itself. All your energy will go. We do a lot of psych training. Coach pulls up a lot of poems, anything that, there's one called I Am Invincible that she always does, and that's our big thing. And it's just the drive and power of a winner flows through my body. So it's just all that, and I think it really helps.
Having so much success doesn't come from just a few standouts. Page has graduated several star players over the past few years, and Coach Berry has had to develop existing players within her program to take over.
Well, we've overcame losing Emily Pirelli and Rachel Vandenberg. Emily was a big middle hitter, and Katie played last year a lot, but Katie's really stepped up this year, and she's done absolutely fabulous. And then Sarah Smith played outside last year, and this year she's moved to middle, and she's done really well. Rachel Vandenberg, she's a big defensive specialist, and we've just really, everybody's just really stepped up on their roles. A lot of us play club, so when we were in club, we were really working on what we knew we had to bring this season.
We have a lot of star players. I mean, it's, you know, volleyball's a team sport. A lot of girls go out there and get the job done. We have Jamie, Sly, Sarah Smith, Jenny Smithson. They're all seniors that are playing and are big contributors to the team. And Katie Arvidsson, she's a junior. She's been MVP of the district and region tournament and was an all-state player here last year.
When you and your friends look back on having 4 years with a record above 500, you could say, well, that was a good run. Winning nearly 200 games in that time frame, now that would be memorable. But to continuously overcome adversity, losing star players to graduation, and yet still plow through regional and sectional tournaments year after year and win the state championship for the 4th straight time, now that is a dynasty.
Congratulations once again to the Page Patriots on their 4th straight state title in volleyball. Now remember, VarsityExtra.com is how you get in touch with us. We've got a lot of things. You can get us your show ideas, as always, by emailing us. But also, we've got a great contest going right now. If you are a band member or a fan of the bands around Middle Tennessee and high schools, we've got a contest for which band is the best. So write us an email in one paragraph saying, who is the best band in the land? If you win the contest, you'll get 2 tickets to an upcoming Nashville Predators game. You do it by going to VarsityExtra.com. Coming up, we've got a lot more, including Michael Coban, fine running back for MBA, part of an unbelievable finish between MBA and Brentwood Academy in last week's big game. So stay tuned. We've got more coming on City Paper Varsity Extra.
No huddles. No grass to ease your fall. No out of bounds. No pats on the reel. Unless it's with a stick.
On Saturday, November 15th at 7, it's the Predators and New York Islanders. Post-game, your chance to win a turkey at the Kroger Honeysuckle White Turkey Shoot. Call 615-7705.
Ophthalmologists and optometrists from around the country came to Nashville to attend an eye conference organized by Dr. Ming Wang, who taught and demonstrated a new vision treatment, conductive keratoplasty, or CK. CK is a newly FDA-approved radio wave procedure designed to treat farsightedness and to reduce the need for reading glasses for patients over the age of 40. To reach Dr. Ming Wang, visit drmingwang.com or call 615-321-8881.
Welcome back to City Paper Varsity Extra, and it's now time for our all-state top performer, Michael Coban for MBA. Now, as many of you know, the Big Red lost a very tough game to Brentwood Academy last week on a controversial ending. But the good news for MBA is they may get another shot at the Eagles when the playoffs get started. More on that when Dom's Definites rolls around later in the show. But first, let's look at Michael Coban, who's had an outstanding year for the Big Red. He's our all-state top performer.
Michael Coban of the NBA Big Red is this week's top performer. Coban is having an outstanding year for the one-loss NBA Big Red. As a running back, his statistics are impressive. Coban currently has over 1,118 yards on 136 carries and 17 touchdowns. He's also caught 6 passes for 105 yards with 1 touchdown for a total of 18 touchdowns and 110 points on the year. In the recent rivalry game against Brentwood Academy, Coban racked up 121 yards rushing and 67 yards receiving, which was almost all due to a swing pass which Coban took 66 yards to pay dirt early in the first quarter and on their 3rd play from scrimmage. Unfortunately for Coban and the Big Red, NBA awoke Saturday morning having seen their undefeated season, number 9 national ranking, and 14-game winning streak all gone. NBA rallied for a late 24-21 lead, only to see Brentwood Academy force an overtime and eventual win. Coban and the Big Red still have much to play for, in hopes of a rematch in the Clinic Bowl with Brentwood Academy. Michael Coban will no doubt continue to be a factor in giving the NBA faithful another state title.
Congratulations to Michael Coban for being named this week's All-State Top Performer. Now we move on in the show to Jobs in Sports. We try to give you a smattering of the different types of jobs that are out there. And this week we go over to Vanderbilt University to talk with Jim Booz, who is the compliance director. Now we all know how important eligibility is and complying with the NCAA rules. It's Jim Booth's job to do just that for the Commodores.
My name is Jim Booth. I'm the Assistant Athletic Director for Compliance at Vanderbilt University. Compliance really encompasses identifying, understanding all the rules and regulations that the NCAA legislates, making sure our coaches and our staff members and our student athletes are aware of what those rules are and how they affect their day-to-day lives as student athletes and coaches and athletic administrators, and just helping those folks navigate those regulations, and if something happens where we happen to violate one of those, and addressing it and reporting that to the SEC and the NCAA. Obviously, there's a lot of scandals and investigations going on right now in intercollegiate athletics, and one of the things that we do at Vanderbilt is take advantage of some of the publicity that some of those schools or individuals are receiving, and sit down and talk with some of our coaches about that and help them understand what an institution has experienced and how we can learn from that and how we can try and prevent things of that nature from happening here at Vanderbilt.
So how do you get into this line of work? Well, go to college and major in sports management is a good start. And Jim says definitely do an internship because
I was fortunate enough after that, when a position became open here in the department, for someone to give me a call and ask me if I was interested in coming back and working full-time. The experience to work inside an athletics department would be critical to gaining a position in compliance. I would also suggest that students get as much experience as possible. In the intercollegiate athletic industry, money's always tight. So if there's a student that's interested in volunteering in a department, my guess is most people will not turn down free help.
Our thanks once again to Jim Booth for being the subject of this week's Jobs in Sports. Now we move on to a look back, and we've had some great segments of this the last few weeks. As we all know, the Stratford Spartans have had an outstanding year this year, surprising everybody to win their region title. Now we're going to look back on one of the great Stratford teams of the past. Check it out.
This week, we look back to when our feature school was Nashville's football powerhouse.
My sophomore year, we went 12-2 and went to semifinals and lost against Gallatin. And of course, we went undefeated regular season my junior year. And then we went 12-2 again and lost to Lincoln County semifinals my senior year. And those 3 years I played varsity, we were like 35-3, and it was kind of a thing to where it was so competitive between everybody, because you always had the next guy behind you or a guy in front of you that you were always trying to kiss. It was like that competitiveness, I think, what drove us to be so good.
And the leaders of this powerhouse were known as the Four Horsemen.
What happened was in 1992, 4 guys, including myself, Greg Young, Mike Coleman, and Eric Gardner, all rushed for 1,000 yards, and that kind of just was the end result of where the Four Horsemen came from, and the name has stuck since then.
That was quite a special Stratford Spartans team, that is for sure. Now, coming up next on City Paper Varsity Extra, we've got a lot more coming, including Full Speed and Dom's Definites, along with this week's Power Poll. So stick around on City Paper Varsity Extra.
The City Paper. News, business, lifestyles, sports. Nashville's newspaper. And it's free. It's all you really need. Unless, of course, it's raining.
Look, Mom, I see. There's no place like home.
This holiday season, the magic begins at Lowe's.
There's Rudolph.
Decorations and the very latest in holiday lights. Even trees with lights already on them. And only Lowe's has the Carrolltown collection.
Ay, qué bonito.
Lowe's has low prices every day, guaranteed.
Holidays, you can't beat home.
Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Ophthalmologists and optometrists from around the country came to Nashville to attend an eye conference organized by Dr. Ming Wang, who taught and demonstrated a new vision treatment, conductive keratoplasty, or CK. CK is a newly FDA-approved radio wave procedure designed to treat farsightedness and to reduce the need for reading glasses for patients over the age of 40. To reach Dr. Ming Wang, visit drmingwang.com or call 615-321-8881.
We return here to City Paper Varsity Extra, and in just a moment, we'll go to Dom's Definites and get all of the aftermath and the scuttlebutt over that controversial finish in the NBA Brentwood Academy game last week. First, here's Matt Poe for Full Speed.
Hello, my name is Matt Poe with the Poe Course. Today, I'm going to supply you with the knowledge to complete your journey to full speed. The third stretch in our active functional warm-up is the three-way hip stretch. The first part is a high knee, grasping your hand on your lower shin, right above the ankle. Pull your thigh towards your chest, okay? The second part is rotate your hips out, inner thigh parallel the ground. Try to get the knee up into the air. The third part, pull back. Pull the heel back towards the glute or the lower back as the front knee bends slightly and your body goes forward. Our third active exercise is the B walk. Chris Sanders will demonstrate. Step with your left, high knee with your right, pull under. Step with your left, high knee with your right, pull under. Working on high knee, leg extension, pull under. High knee first, leg extension, pull under. That's it for today's segment. Please join us for next week's segment on our continuing journey to reach full speed. For any additional information or segments missed, please log on to mattpoe.com or varsityextra.com.
Well, you've waited long enough. It is now time to go to Dom for the one and only Dom's Definites.
Sports fans, Dominic Bonvisuto here, ready for another edition of Dom's Definites. By now, I'm sure all of you have heard about the controversial ending over at Brentwood Academy NBA football game last Friday. The play in question, seen here, was whether Brentwood Academy got this game-tying field goal off in time at the end of regulation. The referees ruled they did, sending the game into overtime, where the Eagles beat the Big Red 27-24. Now here at the City Paper, we've received dozens of emails and phone calls from parents of both schools. Whether it was an NBA parent or a BA parent, the message was always the same. It's such a shame that a game where players gave their all has to be decided by a referee's judgment call. I disagree. If it weren't for the referees showing up every Friday night, generally for nothing more than a pauper's wage, the players wouldn't be able to give their all. The referee's mistake at BA has been magnified, but what about the other 99% of the time when the referees get the call right? Lay off the refs, folks, and remember that high school sports are supposed to be fun. Now that's it for this edition of Dom's Definites. Remember, you can check them out every Friday in the City Paper, but until then, I wouldn't bet against them.
Remember, you can catch Dom's playoff definites in this Friday's edition of the City Paper for round 2 of the high school football playoffs. Now it's time for the final regular season power poll with help from the City Paper as well. It's the top 10 in Middle Tennessee, regardless of classification.
So here it is, and an interesting choice by our staff. Brentwood Academy and MBA in a tie for first at the end of the regular season. Lincoln County may be as good as anybody, coming in at number 3. Franklin at number 7. Remember, the Rebels, the Cougars, and the Brentwood Bruins all in the same region. Lipscomb, Riverdale, and Antioch round out the top 10. So there you have it, the final regular season power poll.
Well, there you have the final edition of the regular season of the power poll. Check the City Paper on Tuesday for the updated version and see how much it changes after week 1 of the playoffs. Coming up, we've got a piece on Randy Schlappy, the fine quarterback for Ezo Harding. So stay tuned. We've got a lot more on City Paper Varsity Extra.
Here's your chance to score with a patch. Wear what the bowl players wear and get an official souvenir of the Gaylord Hotel's Music City Bowl. Score the patch and receive special discounts and benefits at various patch partner locations, discounts on Gaylord Hotel's Music City Bowl game tickets, and much, much more. For a complete list of patch perks and special offers, visit MusicCityBowl.com or call 743-3130. That's MusicCityBowl.com or 743-3130.
Okay, let's compare our favorite cars. I like this one.
It doesn't have split rear seats. That's an option here, but a standard option there.
VHIX.com isn't the only way to compare cars side by side.
What's a standard option?
Just the smartest.
Does that have the 6-cylinder engine?
Where's it talk about the engine?
Those would be my jeans.
VHIX.com. Roadmap to the automotive world.
At Papa John's, better ingredients are our specialty. And nothing is better than our specialty pizzas. Like the works with all the better ingredients you love. For a limited time, when you order any of our specialty pizzas at regular menu price, John will treat you to a large one-topping pizza for just 99 cents. That's right. Buy a large specialty pizza and get a large one-topping pizza for only 99 cents. A special deal like this won't last for long, so hurry. And call your neighborhood Papa John's today.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
After years of development, satellite dish installer Rick Bryson is testing a suit to protect him from angry satellite dish customers.
Well, first a Dish customer is forced to sign a long contract. Then he finds out he gets less local sports and even fewer premium channels than with Comcast. Then he gets popped with a huge cancellation fee. Well, he just snaps.
Don't lose it with a Dish. Call Comcast Cable and get access to over 200 channels, plus more screens of HBO and Showtime. Call Comcast today.
Welcome back to City Paper Varsity Extra. The athlete of the week is Randy Schlappe from Ezo Harding. Before we get to that, here's our weekly feature of Eyes by Wang.
When blood vessels rupture in the eye, how long does it take for them to clear up?
Hyphema is a condition defined as intraocular bleeding due to injury. It occurs not infrequently for players who play football. When bleeding occurs inside of the eye, it will take typically weeks for the blood to resolve. Sometimes open eye surgery will be required in order to mechanically clear the bleed. Therefore, when bleeding occurs while playing football, it is very important to recognize, seek the attention of the ophthalmologist so that proper treatment can be immediately instigated to speed up the resolution of the blood clot. I hope the information we present here today about sports eye injuries and education and prevention is helpful to you. If you have further questions, feel free to contact your medical doctor, ophthalmologist, or contact us at the Wang Vision Institute. Remember, a good eyesight is not only important for athletic success, but also important for success in life. So be good to your eyes.
Now it's time for the grand finale of the show, the Athlete of the Week. And as we promised earlier, we're going over to Ezo Harding High School to talk with Randy Schlappe, their fine quarterback. Now, as many of you know, Ezo Harding won a state championship a couple years ago with another fine quarterback, J.P. Shelley. So Randy Schlappe, trying to follow in his footsteps, is trying to get Scott Smith and the Eagles another state title. So here's our Athlete of the Week, Randy Schlappe from the Ezo Harding Eagles.
One of the best things about Randy is he brings a certain calmness to our team. You know, this is a guy that's played quarterback, that's got 22 starts under his belt, that until 4 years ago never really had played football. So a lot of the bad habits that some kids learn, Randy didn't. So we were kind of able to take him and mold him to what we wanted to do. And he was a perfect fit because he was smart, didn't get rattled easily. And when you run a no huddle like we do, it's good to have a kid like that.
I just really love the game atmosphere. I think it's just, it's like almost like a high. It's just so much fun, and the adrenaline's going, and I just love that I like the pressure and all that about playing quarterback.
Well, Randy, in 22 starts for us, has got just a little over 5,000 yards, which is not really an easy accomplishment. In 4 years, a lot of times quarterbacks want that. Randy's done it in 22 starts, which is really essentially less than 2 years. I think he's thrown 59 touchdown passes against about 20 interceptions. He's run for 10 touchdowns and averages about 231 yards a game. And a situation where this year, with a lot of our younger receivers, line being much younger, his numbers haven't been as big as they were last year, but of course, we're not done yet.
The last few weeks, I think we've gelled together, and I think we're really getting ready to do well in the playoffs. I think that we're going to start playing a lot stronger and a lot better as a team.
I think Randy's going to be essential for us in the playoffs. Of course, you try to go through the regular first season just to get seeded for the playoffs, and then it's the second season. And of course, that's what we look forward to every year. That's kind of ratchets up the intensity a lot. And for us to be successful in the playoffs, Randy is going to even have to pick up his game a little bit more. We're going to have to be a little bit better through the air than we've been the last few games. And really, we will rise and fall on the ability of him to put us in the right situation and the right play and be able to make the hard throw when everybody in the stands knows that we're going to throw the football.
That offensive mind is really geared toward, throwing the ball, and I think that it really fits well with the kind of athletes we have and the style that we all like to play, and just throwing it around.
We've been really fortunate at Ezo Harding to have several young men. And of course, we tell our kids that play quarterback that they've got to be special because they're asked to do so many things on the field, to read coverages, to react certain ways, to make certain throws, to take a lot of punishment sometimes when the line's not blocking the way it should be or we're not making the right protection calls. And we had J.P. Shelley a couple years ago, and I never thought I'd have one that would come anywhere close to being the leader and being a guy on the field that could do the things. We've had a lot of success with Randy. Randy's made some great decisions for us. He's, like I said, impeccable character, likable kid, and like I said, if there's anything better, he's going to be a better young man even than he is a football player, and I think he's a pretty good football player.
I really love playing football here at Ezo Harding, especially being a quarterback, because we're four wide, like to throw the ball around, and that's a lot of fun for me and for everybody else, I think, too.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of City Paper Varsity Extra. Remember to join us each and every week for another great edition, because we're going to be with you not only through the football playoffs, but all the way through basketball season and spring sports as well. VarsityExtra.com is how you get in touch with us. So join us each week for another edition of City Paper Varsity Extra.
Giving orders.
The reason that we call it the silent command system is so that people don't crowd the issue with verbiage, with words. If you're out there trying to teach your dog whoa and you're screaming whoa, 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 it's not helping your dog learn.
This big dog right to last. I ran up here and stopped, and he stopped. I didn't tell him to whoa. Well, how do you whoa? He doesn't know whoa because he's reading me.
To really get the most out of your dogs, they've got to feel their freedom. If you are really controlling of them, they become too dependent upon you.
Always put yourself in their place, and 99% of the time, that'll be what they'll do.
But they have got to have their freedom to really rise to the top, to get 100% out of it.
In all of his